World Curling Federation is the world governing body of the sport of curling. Inside the US, there's the USA Curling, which is your national member association, whereas we're the umbrella organization for the world. And the television production that we're doing here is actually part of the federation. We control our own television production in order to keep the quality of it good and high, basically. And so the project that you see, the program you see on NBC from this event, or maybe from the Women's Worlds last week, it was on NBCSN, on the Olympic channel, and online now on the NBC New Olympic channel. That's all produced by us, okay? It's not produced by NBC, we do it for them. But we're doing it for them, and we're also producing it for our broadcast partner in Canada that's called TSN, so they get the same pictures, but they're adding their own commentary to it. We also add, we're doing it, the same project is going to Japan, China, Korea, Russia, and to across Europe on a channel called Eurosport. So it's exactly the same program that's going out to these different places. Each different broadcaster, they add their own commentators when it comes down in Moscow, when it comes down in Seoul or whatever like this. But the project that you see that we're preparing here is the same around the world, basically. So we're producing a global product, World Curling. And that's the same setup for all of our World Championships. Otherwise, we would have 100 million cameras in there, and we'd have 300 trucks and stuff like this, okay? And that's very similar setup for whatever other sports you like watching. If you like watching even the Super Bowl, for example. The Super Bowl has one governing structure of cameras and stuff, and then all the other broadcasters take and do their other thing on the back of it, but there's not 35 million cameras in there from all the different broadcasters filming it, or it would be absolutely chaotic. So we'll go and have a little look in here, and we'll do a little bit of spying before we go. We're doing 2 games simultaneously. So we're doing the USA-Netherlands game, which is away over there on sheet D, on the board. We're also doing the Japan-Korea game. So you see we've got camera operators that are out on the floor, we've got cameras that are up on a hard platform behind. We've got cameras, the famous shot for the curling is the one that you get from above the house so that you can see the layout. So we have cameras on a special railing that we install to be able to give you that bird's eye view above the house. Another very important thing, you hear these guys, they're talking. Okay. Curling is one of the very only sports in the world where players are all wearing a microphone, and so it's very unique. So while we're not maybe able to understand what the Chinese are saying, for example, the game that we're doing, the Japan-Korea game today, it's really great. So then it goes into Korea and it goes into Japan, and they can hear all the chat, and they will mix their own show, and they will make that become available to their viewers in their country, basically.
Are you only miking the broadcast teams?
No, it's a good question. Yeah. Anytime if you have questions, please just say. No, we fully mic the full teams that are on the live games, and then on the other games here, Timofev here, they're wearing a microphone, the vice skip and the skip. And we do this because you've maybe watched our coverage before and stuff on our YouTube channel or online or whatever. What's on the Olympic channel now, our coverage. Maybe when the Japan-Korea game is finished, we will go to the other sheet. So we still want to be able to hear in a little bit of the conversation. It's a cost thing, so I mean these microphones are very expensive, and so we're able to basically pick up the shot decision making between the vice skip and the skip. And we also, when you watch our coverage, we're rolling in constantly an update of the other sheets, and that's preparing you, the broadcaster, for perhaps. Once the game that we're doing featuring, once it's finished, we'll move to another one, and you'll have seen a few stones from that other game, so at least you're not like, oh, I've got no idea what the score is. So, part of our policy. This is where they all come. So this is the 2 television shots, which are basically like, I don't know if anybody knows TV, it's like production control rooms that are in television stations the world over. So these are what we call mobiles, and they are mobile production control rooms. Okay, so go in here. This is an outreach group from American curling associations to kind of try to show them a bit around what our sport is. This is the first time in a while that we've had a World Championships in America. So You remember we were inside, we were looking at the cameras and stuff like this? Yeah, this is Glenn, he's the director, and he's deciding what the picture from the Japan-Korean game looks like. Right in front of him on that screen there is what's going out. But this is all the menu and the sources of different things that he's got. The different camera sources, replays, graphic elements that are in front of him to make the show. I often think in a kind of layman's terms, this is like the chef, and he's got a lot of ingredients to be able to make kind of the dish that makes the program, okay? If any of you know TV, or you're filming at the moment, so you know something about it.
Very, very risky. A little bit greedy, to be honest. So just throw another card up right next to the...
Glenn is assisted by a big crew of people that are behind him. Calling the different cameras, and that's done by the switcher here that's Greg that's doing. John here is keeping him right on game timing, because all of our, we run a protocol, because we're going to all these different broadcasters, the show has to look the same everywhere, because they're not here. So we give them a rundown, and they know that things happen at certain times. So John's also talking to someone inside the building, looking at those other games that we're not televising, and just deciding whether there's going to be an update, whether we go there or what we do. So I'm also talking to the guys who are doing replays and stuff on the back to just say whether there's stuff that's ready that can be rolled into the show in a replay.
Basic shot of
Randall here is doing all the graphics.
We're looking at the lineup.
You have a little bag on the picture there with who's playing who, the stone count, the scores. When you see on the television the name of the player, where they come from, how old they are, blah, how many years they've been curling, that's all the elements that we're thinking here. Chris is a technical engineer and technical producer. Without him, I couldn't set any of this up. They're the ones who basically put the whole thing together technically. In the back here, you've got guys who are doing replay. Okay, I'm afraid I'm going to have to go, so I'm going to go down to the mix zone. Is that all right? I can take you out, and then I'll go and join you. So, are we able to talk? Yeah, let's go and see. So do you want to go to China if you can? There we go. Okay.
Thank you so much.
I'm just going to run and get my headset and get